Guys, we are all put on this earth for one specific reason. We are all put on this earth for one specific reason. And that reason is to fulfill our purpose. It's to fulfill our fucking purpose. There's a reason you feel lost. There's a reason you feel like you're just going through life. Because you're not living your purpose. You're not on the path that our Creator wants you to be on. God has a plan for you. But it's up to you. It's up to you to walk that path. He gives us free will. And most of us just live life how we want. We don't want to sacrifice. We don't want to be disciplined. We don't want to help. We don't want to serve others. Life is just all about us, right? Wrong. Life is about becoming the best version of yourself and then giving that version of yourself, that best version of yourself, to other people, serving others. So once you become the best version of yourself and master yourself, you're supposed to show others how to do the same exact thing. Because when you become that best version of yourself, which I am on the path right now to become the best version of myself in every single area of this life, once you achieve that, your purpose is to show others that path and to just serve others. Because guys, we will never be fulfilled unless we serve others. This life doesn't just happen to us. Everything that happens in this life is 100% up to us. So whether you want to walk your path or not, that's up to you. God gave you that vision that you have, those dreams that you have. That's your vision. God lives within all of us. He lives within all of us. That inner voice that we think is our conscience, it's not our voice. It's not our inner voice. That's God speaking to us. And most people have that voice blocked out, which I once did. That's why I always felt lost in life. Because there was a time in my life where I lost my mother. I lost my mother in high school, my junior year in high school. And from that point on until I was about 21, my life was going downhill slowly. I was slowly going downhill. And I was off my path. There was always that voice in me telling me, hey, this is what you need to do. But nothing ever changed in my life until I decided to start listening to that voice. But that voice wasn't always there. It was like a whisper every once in a while because I was blocking it out with distractions, entertainment, vices, chasing women, porn, all that negative shit that you can think of, I was doing. There was not one thing I wasn't doing. I was doing all that shit. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh man, like, I did this, I did that. I've done it too. I probably done worse than you. So you're not alone. I'm here to tell you you're not alone. But what you have to remember is we have to go through certain things. God's going to put us through certain things so we can get wisdom from that lesson and we can grow. Because all an obstacle is your chance to get growth. All pain is just growth. Because on the other side of that pain, on the other side of that obstacle is growth. It's your level up. But guys, listen, most people avoid that pain. And I can speak from this. I can speak because I was always avoiding the pain. I didn't want to be alone with myself. I would always go try and hang out with friends or do some type of drug, play video games. I would never take the time to actually sit with myself and listen to that inner voice. And guys, it's very important that all of us have this season in our life where we just go through a period of isolation so we can get to know ourselves the most. Because a lot of people walk this life not knowing themselves. If you were to sit there and ask somebody, hey, tell me about yourself, they struggle. And that's not how it should be. When somebody asks you, hey, tell me about yourself, you should be, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm disciplined. Like, you guys should be on that right a fucking way. So if I were to ask you right now, tell me about yourself, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything positive to say about yourself? But during that season of isolation, guys, not only do we get to know ourselves the most, but we get to know God the most. We get to know God the most. And there's a lot of talk out there. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what religion you are. We all worship the same God. We all worship the same God. I'm on a path right now where I used to be considered a Christian, right? I no longer consider myself a Christian. I'm just more on that spirituality path, right? I don't claim any religion anymore. And we can get into that in another video, but there's a higher power, guys. Whether you want to believe it or not, we didn't just get here. We didn't just come from nothing. So whether you believe in God or not, there is a higher power. There are other beings on other planes. There's people in another plane that created us. We didn't just come from nothing. So think about that. And I believe that higher power is that inner voice. Because it seems when I listen to that inner voice, I find myself at peace. And it's just weird to me. It's very fucking weird. When I don't listen to that inner voice, I have, like, my body, my internal self is just filled with all this negative energy, with the self-doubt, with the fear, with the negative self-talk, all that shit. But when I listen to that inner voice, guess what? It's just all positive things going on inside me. I don't even see negativity. If somebody were to come up to me, for example, if I'm listening to my inner voice and I'm aligned with my purpose, if somebody were to come up to me and be like, yo, you're a bitch, I'd be like, bro, just fuck off. Go on about your day. I love you. I love you. Because at that moment, I'm aligned with my purpose. I'm at my higher self at that moment. And I don't even see negativity when I'm at my highest self. And our higher self is when we love life the most, when we love others the most, and negativity doesn't exist. And that's why it's important to listen to your inner voice and to have a daily routine to where you are consistently doing things, doing positive acts that align with your purpose. And when you do that, guess what? You'll be at your highest self. And we need to be at our highest self so we can give that version to other people around us. Right? Everybody hates being around that negative energy. You ever been around somebody who is just negative as hell? And you're like, damn, like, I really don't want to be around this person. That's because they're at their lowest self at that moment. But everybody has that highest version of themselves. But only few people know how to get there. And how to get there is just doing positive acts. Reading a self-help book. Going to the gym. Eating proper macronutrients. And serving others. Guys, it's very fucking simple. Everybody talks about peace. But nobody wants to act. So of course you fell off, because what the fuck did you do to feel on? You didn't do shit. So of course you fell off. It's all about doing positive acts and being that best version of ourselves. And if we pursue that version of ourselves every fucking day, one day we're going to wake up, we're like, damn, like, we mastered ourselves. But guys, you have to do those three things. You have to set a time in the morning that's hard for you and wake up at that time every fucking day consistently, and watch how confident you get. And then you're going to walk around on the road, you're going to be like, damn, like, these people are bitches. It's not that you think you're better than everybody else. At the same time, you do, but you're like, damn, like, I'm consistent as fuck. Nobody can stop me. I've been waking up at this time for fucking months. You're going to be very consistent because guess what? You held your word to yourself, And you granted yourself that self-respect. And once you grant yourself that self-respect, your confidence is through the fucking roof. Through the fucking roof. And guess what? After that wake up, you immediately hop into reading a positive self-help book or the Bible, which I'm reading a self-help book right now. I'm reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Something quick. Don't lose yourself in that book. The whole point is just to read a quick passage and open yourself to positivity. And then guess what? Right after that, we're hopping into a workout, a hard workout. We're going to get our heart pumping. We're going to work out hard as fuck. Because guys, you've never seen anybody at the gym. You've never seen anybody at the gym all down and shit. Everybody at the gym is at their highest self at that moment. Because they're working on themselves. They're showing themselves self-respect. They're showing themselves self-love. Right? I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When you leave the gym, you're full of fucking energy. You don't even see negativity at that point. You're just in the best mood. Life is good. Life is great regardless of what's happening. Guys, when we're in the gym, we don't even realize time as it passes. You ever notice that? You don't even realize time as it passes. At the end of your work, you're like, damn, like it's dark outside. I just got done and I'm like, fuck, like the sun down. Like when I came to the gym, sun was out. But as I walk out, I'm like, damn, like it's damn near getting dark. It's dark. And fuck. I'm just like, I didn't even realize time passed. Because I'm just in there killing it. I'm at my highest self. I'm in flow state at that moment. And I unlocked my higher self. That's why it was so easy for me to come in this car, hit record, and make a video. Before I got to the gym, I was a little negative. I was at low frequency state. But as I hit this workout, I just feel myself getting up there, boom! High frequency state, just like that. I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to say in this video? What am I going to say in this video? But guess what? I achieved my highest self. So I have everything to say. I'm downloading messages from above right now as we speak. Right now as we fucking speak. That's why it's so easy for me to just come out here and just talk because I achieved my highest self. I'm working on myself. I'm aligned with my purpose. Do you guys get it? I want you guys to get it. The way you feel internally is totally up to you. So if you're feeling negative, that's up to you to change that. You can change it. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. No, motherfucker. Act your way into positivity. Guys, I fucking love you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's fucking go.